Good morning.
Hello, G.
Yes, sir.
So it's about time this happened. We're going to have body cams on referees.
Yeah, good. We need that because we have we have a problem in society, period, when it comes to conflict resolution.
Oh, yeah.
It's number one.
Yeah.
But even before it gets to that, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's something in your little red cup at Little League games. I don't know if you believe that Johnny's going to the NBA. I don't know if you believe that your son is the next Cam Newton. Probably not a good example. But either way, this is a problem in youth sports. So what's happening right now is the opportunity to put cameras on officials while they are doing their jobs. So then that way when Colleen screams at the official.
I would never.
Right? When she screams, you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting? And Sully, back me up on this one. Here's what I've learned. The people that you least expect to go off, when it comes to their children being out there, I don't know what happened, Sully. You've seen some people, you're like, Lois?
Yeah.
You act that way?
Yeah, parents have lost their damn minds. And I mean, and I kind of fell into that. That's why I started coaching, to kind of make sure I was on the field and helping the kids, and I knew I couldn't blow up because that would be a bad example. But yeah, we call them mama bears. Mama bears. They are probably worse than a lot of the men. When Johnny gets a little something, you're like, my baby, and they go nuts. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's and we have a lack of officials because no one wants to put up with this garbage anymore.
Yeah, why would they? I know in one league, a friend of mine, her daughter plays in a league, and they make all of the families and the parents sign a pledge that says you may not speak to anybody, you may not touch anybody, you may not make a gesture at anybody. Right. And if they break that rule, the entire team gets disqualified.
So I want to take you guys back to when I was younger, and I don't know if you guys have seen this at any gas stations or stores, but when I was younger, one of the things that stood out to me the first time I ever saw it was I walked into a store and I saw pictures of people that had shoplifted, right?
The shame method.
So you guys have seen this before?
I've seen this, yes.
I used to think to myself, wow, that would be the worst, right? Yeah. You steal something, and then now everybody knows that you are a thief, and your picture's there. And that's what I think about these body cams. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, oh, no, I was never that way. Here you are, Cindy. There you are, right there in 4K.
In your experience, Sully and G, is the child usually being taught by the parent to also act that way, or do you find the child going, oh, I can't believe my parents doing that?
The latter.
Yeah,
I can't believe my parents are doing that, right?
That's sad.
And so they see all of this, but I will tell you this. Back when fees to play sports, when we were younger, were $30 and $40, first of all, a lot of parents, when I grew up, a lot of parents weren't even at the games.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Kids were just doing it for fun back then. Now they're doing it for a livelihood from the time they're 5 years old.
Now you families coming out $3,500, $5,000 for these selected.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't know youth sports is the new preacher.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, it starts young.
They passed the basket.
There's a lot of money in this now. No longer are the coaches. Remember, when I was coming up, they were the volunteer coaches. It was the dad. You all rode in the dad's van and all. That's exactly how I grew up, and I'm sure a lot of you grew up that way. Now you got coaches' stipends and people making livelihoods, and you know what I mean? So this is a whole different game. So this is what you get. You get a lot of people that are invested, their weekends, their time, their money. So can you blame the
parents for getting angry then?
Yes.
If that much money is on the line?
Yes.
They are part of the problem, but the system we've created that churns kids into scholarships factories and the parents pay up hoping their kid will get that scholarship or that star ride to the university of choice, we've created a system that's created parents who are fighting for these limited spots.
Colleen, that's a very good point. And now you've forced my hand to say what I did not want to say.
What's that?
There's a lot of kids in families that are out here that are being told that, oh, yeah, you're going to play D1 college ball, and you're not. And
They're promising something?
No. I didn't. It's not necessarily a promise.
Oh.
It's telling you that you could do it. And
It's
so
hope.
and so sometimes. And have you got one last thing? Have you ever seen a score in youth sports where the basketball score is like 85-4? Right? Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have that out there, right? And so what I'm trying to say is that it's not necessarily a promise, but it is just kind of this understanding and this thinking, like, if I stay with this, I'm going to get here. So this is why people and parents and families get so mad when there's not playing time. I came all the way here, I spent all this time, and my baby only got 3 minutes of playing time. It's a mess. I could talk about this for 3 hours.
Well, fortunately, you have a show of your own, which starts at 9 o'clock on KIRO News Radio.
It's a 3-hour show.
That's a 3-hour show.
What do you know?